All right, what's up? It's Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi McGuire.
I'm Sevyn Streeter. How y'all doing?
Hey, girl.
And these are beautiful ladies.
You supposed to introduce yourself.
There's too much beauty. I got mesmerized. I forgot my own name. I'm about to say I'm Leslie. Micheals. I've never around this many beautiful women before. I like my women normally like 87 octane, like regular.
You know what?
You know what?
I like
Premium
women
unleaded.
You know what? I'm very flattered over here. Thank you.
I don't know what to say.
Well, thank you. That was very nice. I know. And he's been, listen, if you see his videos, he be posting them gym thirst trap videos.
Word? You one of them?
No, not at all.
Let me find out.
Not at all. Not no thirst trap.
It's
I'm not
okay.
thirst trap.
Own it.
No, I'm not. It's just I like my daughter inspired me to lose weight, so that's what it was. I'm a single father, and I was too fat to get on a roller coaster. I've had my daughter since she was 2. She just turned 13, so I took her to Six Flags for the first time, and I was literally too fat to get on a roller coaster because the thing they got the thing on your chest, and they got to close, and they don't tell you too fat. They just look at you and be like, "Sir,
you have to get
it
out.
has to close." Do you understand? It's like 7 roller coasters behind you. Everybody mad. You got to get off. My daughter was just like so embarrassed that I couldn't get on because she had to ride by herself. And I was like, "You enjoyed it your first time?" She was like, "Yeah, it's cool. We can go home." And then they got this thing. I don't know if you've ever been to Six Flags. They got this thing where you walk down the steps. It's like a picture. And I'm looking at my daughter go, "Yay!"
By
And I was
herself.
Like, yeah. I was like, "You really enjoyed it?" She's like, "I did, Dad, but you're so big. I told you not to eat Twinkies with cheese and oxtails
with cheese.
and oxtail sandwiches." So actually, that inspired it. And what I did was I lost enough weight, and I promised her that I would lose weight to get on the roller coaster again before the season closed. And that's what started the whole thing.
Oh, that's
That
dope.
is
Yeah,
Hey,
so-
me clap.
That's inspiring.
No,
Yes.
that's hard. That's
We'll
really
drink to that,
amazing. We gonna
Sevyn.
drink to
Cheers.
Right back
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
Cheers with my water.
Cheers. You look great, sir.
So talk about that process, though. Like, how has that affected other areas of your life?
It actually turned a lot of things around. I didn't know that I was that fat until you actually lose the weight. I thought I was fine until I actually realized I
You were
lost weight.
fine, just a
Then people was like,
different
"Oh
version
my
of
God, I'm so glad you lost weight, man. You looked horrible." And I was like, "What?" I didn't know. I didn't know that people used to call me Ship underneath my breath. And
They did? No, they didn't.
Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't know people call me Hip Michaels. I had no idea because people don't really
Michael,
tell
you
you
are
how they feel about you till they lose weight, because then they feel the confidence like, "My God, you were big, you were huge." You be like, "I was really that big." So it's just opened up a lot of doors, and health-wise, because I'm diabetic, and it made it a lot easier for me. And I've been actually giving it back and showing people to change their mental to get the health together. And that's what I do on my page, inspire people that you could do it too.
Right.
And that's what it's all about. Because if I can do it, and
Right.
like when I tell you Taco Bell, Burger King, those are all my Instagram friends. They hit me up like, "Where you been at?" So, so it's just been really dope. And I just been, really trying to help people. And I send them trainers. Anybody that asks me, I send them nutrition. It's just, getting people in the right mind state to live healthy.
Now, on a personal note, I've heard that when you lose weight,
you did get bigger.
Yes, is that true?
I knew
Or
it
does
was
it appear bigger?
It actually gets bigger. I just don't want to say that out loud because my church is watching. But it is lip service, so why not?
Yeah.
Is that really true, though?
Of course. Everybody.
Or maybe it just looks bigger because everything else is smaller.
That was my question.
No, what happens is back in the day, like I didn't know, like when girls sometimes scream, it don't be because you pleasure them, it's because your stomach be on their clit. I didn't know that was it. She was
Get
like,
it off.
your stomach just rub against my clit. I'm like, oh, I'm thinking I'm killing it, but it was like, oh, I didn't realize the difference beforehand. So
How much weight did you lose?
I used to be 330. So I went from 330.
Wow.
The lowest I got was 175, and right now I'm 12.5. Yes.
Wow, that's admirable.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very
That's
much.
amazing.
But it's been
a lot
fun.
of-
It's been a fun journey, so it's not even stressful. Like, I enjoyed my life.
So what'd you do to lose it? Like,
First, I started changing my mind state, getting my mental that, I still eat the things that I enjoy, but I have them in moderation and know when I can have them. And I'm not no gym guy that would just go to the gym constantly. I may go to the gym like 3 times a week, 4 times a
Okay,
week. Nothing
that's
crazy.
doable.
Yeah, it's something I would say the first thing you got to realize is fasted cardio is the most important. I think that would be the key for me. Like doing things on an empty stomach so you can actually burn the calories that if you're bigger, that'll help you. So
What about eating? Because I heard you're supposed to eat like a banana or something like that.
before you work out,
Yeah.
never empty.
Really?
Fasted. First thing you
Really?
do, get up first 30 minutes, just 30 minutes of cardio, and you will stay so thin because I have a slow metabolism, so it starts my metabolism, puts me in the right mind state, and whatever negativity I had in my body and my spirit and my mind, I started with that, read my Bible, run for 30 minutes, and then my day starts clear.
What about confidence? How does that help your confidence?
I'm still an insecure person, so my body, to me, I still look the same, so it doesn't, I will always be myself, regardless of like this doesn't go to my. It's just like, oh, well, thank you. It just changed.
you just feel better.
It changed everybody but me. Like everybody went from like at the end of the show, be like, "Oh my God, you was funny. Have a good night." To, "Oh my God, you was funny. What are you about to get into?"
Now people want to hang out.
Got you. Now they like,
changed a
let me
little
see
bit.
if that stomach move out the way and give me something else. The girls on your head, tell the truth. The girls is on your head, ladies on your head.
it just changed. I did notice the change in it. So it definitely it went from like, hey, to hugs and like, hey, what's up? Like in DM. So it did change. But
It went from cousin hugs to forward hugs to the side cousin hugs.
look
Church
at y'all. Y'all know
hug,
how
church
y'all
hug,
do
and
it.
non-church hug.
Now you getting this
That
whole,
part, and that's the whole body and the pressing too.
press up against
Oh,
the titty.
That part.
Yeah, we know the hug.
Now, how much does that matter to us, ladies? Have y'all ever dated a guy who was like bigger, who kind of you felt like should lose weight?
I've dated. I mean, I dated guys that were like super cut up and in shape, and I dated guys that they weren't necessarily as in shape. For me, like the sexiness and the attraction, it comes from it varies the way that it comes through. It can come from the way you look at me, the way you might touch the back of my neck, the back of my. It just doesn't matter. So it's like if it's a guy that's a little bit, not necessarily on the.
Stomach on your clit?
Stomach
That's
on your
hilarious.
clit, right?
You said that.
I know.
You did say that.
You repeat out loud. It's hilarious.
But I don't know. I mean, I think to each his own. But I'm not opposed. I think whatever makes me feel good gonna make me feel good. You know.
What about you, Gigi?
I think that confidence comes from within, and confidence is sexy, and that goes for women and men. So when you feel good about yourself, no matter how people may look at you or your body type or the shape that you're in, I know a lot of people who are way confident and might not be the best looking in society standards, and I also know people who look crazy as hell, and
Be thinking
vice
they lit.
versa. Yeah. So me personally, looks has never been my first go-to in dating. I'm more of a personality and authority, like,
You be with a guy, they be like, yeah, he must got money, because.
All the time, right? The rent pay over there. He missed a 2 check.
You going to Dubai?
Yeah, you going to Dubai this weekend. All pictures of you, none of him.
Right.
This is
We
my
doing it,
best
we
part.
lit. Yeah, I do that all the time. In Dubai by myself.
The hand picture where you do the hand like this with
But
the
his
camera.
watch is right there
Right.
next to you.
Y'all so dirty. Y'all been
Hand on the
don't
leg.
put him in one picture like y'all just doing it. Private jet, kicking it, living my life.
Okay, but ladies, let's just say you had a choice, right? Okay, unattractive guy, big dick, or little dick but really attractive.
I can't do a little dick, period. I just can't. I mean, it's because it's the thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think that I'm never gonna lie to you. If something is pleasuring me or something makes me feel good, or if it isn't, I think that a part of having, let's talk about like good sex, is great communication. Like I want to know what makes you feel good, and I want to be able to tell you what makes me feel good. So if you got a little dick,
But
you know
what if
I mean?
his
I'm not
mouth
gonna-
work is amazing? Because usually guys with little dicks are great at eating pussy.
That should be a bonus. That should be the cherry on top. It shouldn't be the whole, you know what I mean?
The whole shebang.
It shouldn't be the whole shebang, like, So I'm gonna need the
Some
cherry
girth.
on top and the whole sundae with the
whole-
cherry on top and
the
the whipped
banana
cream with
and
the sprinkle and the
everything.
The way
banana.
she's doing her hands, that
I
shit
know,
look
right?
way too big.
Right.
I need a cherry on top.
Yeah, cherry on top and the banana with the
I was like,
sprinkles
God.
on the top, and then
She went up straight from Africa like, I'm going to give you everything I have right now. You're going to get the anaconda. That's what
Rip, how did you learn how to have sex?
how did I learn how to
Yeah,
have sex?
because was it from porn
What
or
kinda-
did somebody teach you, like your older relatives?
That's
or
weird. That was a weird question. I've never been asked that. Who taught you how to have sex? You'd be like, well, my uncle did, but he was totally different. He ruined it.
Because
He made me hate it.
you always be wondering, do y'all learn from watching porn? Do you have like family members,
Like
like
an
an
older
older
brother
cousin,
or
or is it
something?
like your schoolmates? Like, how do you
Right.
learn how to have sex?
Well, this is a
Yeah.
true, this is lip service, so you got to be real on lip service because y'all fact checking. So I was in college. And like I thought I was doing my thing, and like and I dated this older girl, and like the next day, I guess after we had sex, she raised her hand. She was like, "Who had a problem with the sex last night?" And she's like, "It was just me and her in the car."
No, wait a second.
And I was like,
Shut
yeah, because I had
up.
never did oral sex. And she was like, I did. She was like, you're gonna have to like, and she started talking
She
to me. and I
asked
was
herself
like,
a question and
She
then
was like,
raised
yeah,
her
we
hand.
literally in the car. She was like, who had a problem with the sex last night? Raise your hand. She put her hand up. That was the most
That
embarrassing
is so funny.
But
ever in life. So I was like, oh,
I know you were
shit.
like,
so
So
when
that
it
made
was
me-
happening, how was her reaction when it was actually going down?
Okay, how was the reaction? Okay, so what happened was the setup was everything. So first we were friends. Like we was kicking it. I didn't think anything was going down like that. By the way, I was unprepared. Let's just put that out there. It wasn't a prepared.
Say disclaimer.
Because God
Okay.
prepared too. Like it wasn't
spontaneous.
No,
Right.
it was a setup. So we've been going out being cool like friends. I thought we was just friends. And then she was just like, yo, can you come to my house? I left a light on. I think somebody in my house. Right. So I go out the car. I get my gun. I'm like thinking something happened.
Oh, shit.
You know, we not in New York. So, you know, you can have those things at the state that I was in at the time. So I go in the house and nothing is wrong. So I'm like, all right, cool. So then she'd be like, I'm just going to check in my room to make sure nothing's missing. And she's like, my roommate must have left it on. And literally she came out and she was like in this lingerie and she was like, you could see through everything. And she had the candle set up and she was like.
She did all that fast?
Sis was-
Yes, she was ready. So it was a setup.
Oh, that was premeditated. That happened. She had that laid out, but for y'all.
Were
got
you
back.
attracted to her before
That was like a form of role play.
It was.
Yeah,
like,
it threw me off. I
She was
wasn't-
the damsel in distress.
Yeah.
And then she came out undressed.
Right. That
And
part.
ready for action.
That part. It's a
So
whole
she
record,
thugged
by
you
the way.
out.
So that totally threw me off. Like totally threw me off. And like she was like older than me, so she was really experienced. I was like, oh, I wasn't prepared for none of this. I was not prepared for toe licking, all this other stuff. I was not prepared for any of that. I was
But you
like,
licked your toes?
No, I'm just saying that was her.
She licked your toes?
She was like all into that.
Wait,
she had candle
hold
wax.
on.
That was with the
Wait.
little wax on your chest. I was not ready for
She licked
none
your
of this.
toes?
Word. So she turned you
Yeah.
out? Though?
Did you shower?
Did you like it?
No, I did. The funny thing is I still had the gun in my hand. So I'm like,
You know
you know
what?
the
So
gun,
you're
I put the
holding a gun while she's
behind my
licking your
pillow.
toes?
Yeah, so it's like, okay, let me put this down before it go off. And, and so I guess when she was like, and she was like, it's my turn. I was like, well, I don't do none of the shit you do. So
Wow.
I'm a kiss on the neck type person. Like, I was like,
You
I don't
ready?
do none of that. Give you a couple leads.
You ready?
And I knew she wanted me to go down. She kept inching up, and I was like, belly button. That's where it stops right here.
Oh.
So
Oh, wow.
I was what, 17?
Right,
No, I
okay.
wasn't. You know,
Damn.
and I coach you don't do stuff like that. You know, I'm like half, West Indian, so we don't really go down like that.
Said it was new.
When I eat to them and I go.
But you did it.
No, I didn't do it that night. So I was like, oh, so that's what the whole thing was. And then the whole thing, she raised her hand. She was like, I like this and like this and like this. So then it had to be broken in. I was like, oh, got it. This
Well,
what
at least
you
she
into.
explained to you and kind of, gave you a heads
She
up.
taught
of-
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that would be who taught me everything.
So did
after
it
that.
come in handy in the future?
Oh,
or-
then I was beast after that because then I started reading every book. I started reading everything. You're not gonna embarrass me but once. So like,
Right.
it's like getting food on stage. I'm not gonna have one bad show.
Right.
So after that, I was like, I got you. This is what this does. This is what this is. I got Gucci Gang after that.
Did you do anal?
Huh? Did I do anal with her?
Yeah.
No, I never did the anal thing. I never had anal sex with a girl. I don't know. Most women I know not even with that shit. They just not with it. I mean, that's great that y'all are as Christian women to take anal, but most
First of all,
women.
I never said that I was. I've
Nobody
actually
said it.
never.
She said
I've
it so
never tried
comfortable. She
it.
was like, yeah, anal.
No, it's actually because you told
But
you,
it's a thing.
you. She was licking your toes and everything.
And with the candle wax.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never encountered
wondering
girls
how
that women
far
do
it
anal. I've asked, but there's
That
no
part.
nice way to
You've
ask
asked?
for women to
How
do
do you
anal.
ask that?
I know that's
Can
what
I
it
put
is.
it in your butt?
Yeah, you be like, yeah, it never like.
Do you start with a thumb?
But see, that's y'all. Y'all have
Take it
sexy
in the butt.
Take it
things
in
to
the butt.
say to guys. Y'all do. Y'all be like, ooh, taste me. Ooh, lick
don't-
me here, kiss this. I want you to. We don't have sexy shit to say in return.
Yes, you do.
What?
What? Okay, how can a guy be like, ooh, suck my dick? That's not sexy. You be like, get your daddy, get your mama
You
to
be
suck
like,
your
you
dick.
be
I'm
like,
not sucking your
you
dick.
be
That
like,
don't sound.
You be like, go ahead, kiss it. You can kiss it.
That part.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Go ahead and
sexy?
try that.
Yeah.
That's sexy.
I mean, tell me it's mine. Listen, when you tell me it's mine, it's different.
Right.
Yeah, talk to me.
Like, you want to suck on this big.
Listen,
Yeah.
communication is
Don't
key.
say cock,
Communication
though.
is key. I want you
Yeah,
to
never
know
say
that
cock.
it's, you know.
Oh,
What
I
other
didn't
word
know.
can you use for
Talk to
dick?
me.
I know, but dick just sounds so harsh.
Right, 'cause
When you
there's
say
another word.
suck,
Let me think.
Kiss my. It isn't. My
Is there-
manhood.
Yeah,
Kiss my
man,
loin.
that sounds
My
terrible.
manhood.
Right, we can't say nothing sexy. Like y'all got sexy.
Yeah,
Like, ooh,
nothing is
I'm
sexy
so
for
wet.
real.
You can't be like, what? Me too. Like you
can.
I mean,
You have pre-cum.
I'm rock hard.
rock hard.
love
Yeah,
when
you
guys
got
are
me.
wet.
Look how hard you got me. Look what you did.
Yeah, that's true. Look
Yeah,
how
like
hard
give
it
me
is.
credit for how it's reacting. Like
Right.
I
Yeah.
like that. Give me my
This
credit.
is all you.
Yeah, the shoe.
Let me
Like,
put it
you
on
did
your
that.
face.
That part.
See, like all y'all that's sexy. Like that's sexy when a girl.
No, we're
touches
talking about
something.
guys. You could say that to her.
You can- yeah.
I want to put this on your face. But
that part.
Mm-hmm.
No, most girls I know be like, that's disrespectful. But I love that. I'm gonna record this and play it for everybody to know. See, look, I
How
can say this
how
shit.
comfortable do you make them? Like how comfortable is it you have to be before you know?
he looks uncomfortable right now.
I'm not comfortable. I'm just
Okay,
like,
good.
I'm more like amazed. Like, God, I didn't know this
Yeah,
other
you
side
gotta
of women.
see
with
it. Women
tequila.
like
Listen.
that.
Nice.
We like
Lip
you to talk
service is
dirty.
very
Yeah.
informative. You're gonna leave here learning something about a woman. I
That
guarantee
part.
So let me ask y'all a question. So that's sexy. Like I love it when a girl's like, yes, taste me when they taste itself and they offer it to you. But see, guys can't do
offer
that.
it.
They be like, it's so good. You know you've done like, this is so good. Right, but the guy can't be like, have some of this, taste my dick. You be like,
We don't want you to taste your own dick
dick.
first. Yeah.
If you don't get your tank ass up out of here sucking your own dick, I wonder who had my black bra.
Listen, if you come in a girl's mouth, can she kiss you right after?
No. Not at all.
You got too many rules.
Really? Guys are like be. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I mean, I feel like it's a level of comfortability. It depends on who you're with and how
Because
comfortable
after you go
are with
down
that
on me, the
person.
first thing I want to do is kiss you
That part.
Right.
before I put it in.
Yo, I'm sorry.
I'll
You gotta
definitely
kiss
kiss
me.
you.
If I go down, you gotta kiss me.
And I want to put it in my
Because
mouth.
that means if you don't kiss me, that means you know some shit that I don't know. If you don't eat your
You know what?
if you don't eat the spaghetti, I'm not eating it either. I'm just like, don't kiss me. I'll kiss your son when I leave. Like, mommy gave this to both of us. Fuck out
You
of here.
stupid.
Now listen, I want to ask you now, Sevyn. I was reading this article,
Yes.
and
It's lip on bubble too.
it says that you should always clear your search engine on your phone and on your laptop. Do you do that?
What? Absolutely, I clear my search engine. Period.
All right.
Faithfully.
So if we were gonna search your search engine, what would pop up?
Oh, listen here. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm a sinner. I'm a saint. I'm working. Listen, every day. It's a whole thing. But if you search my search engine right now it's gonna be a little. It's gonna be a lot of work. But if you catch me on the weekend after listening to Drunken Word Sober Thoughts, and I got a couple
Probably
drinks
gonna
in
be
my
some
system.
porn.
My little nasty girl right
It might be a little
Hey.
nasty girl. I'm just saying. Nah, I think
Like, what do you search if you're looking for what do you search?
I mean, I like things that look like me. So like chocolate. My thing is skin and chocolate and black women and the things that make us sexy, like our thighs, our hips, our asses, our curves. Like I like to see that. And I like the same thing with my black men. I'm the same way. I love a big black dominant man. So, that's gonna be my steez, my whole steez.
All right, now,
I'm
Rip,
a
do
good
you
on
clear
the
your
black on
search
black.
engine?
No, I leave it out there for the public. I'm not ashamed of
All
anything I
right,
search.
all right, go ahead, pull it out. We want to see what you
Unicorn pussy.
pull your phone. Pull your
Does it
phone out.
really
We want to
exist?
see what you show us. What's in your search
You
engine?
got it. Ain't nothing in here because I've been really doing this fallback comedy jam. So all
shit.
my search engine's been like trying to find people that
Tell us
want
what's in there.
that want to get the vaccination shot because that shit is ruining my show right now. The mayor said everybody got to be vaccinated. So, and I'm not stalling. I just don't know my password. Hold up.
You don't know your password?
I'm trying to think of it.
Is this
Damn.
your phone? It's a
There you
pink
go.
case.
So let's see what's in my search engine. Let's go. Ticketmaster stuff. Ticketmaster links. Drops. All my stuff to promote my show.
Let's see. Your credit changed.
Yeah, that's it. Ticketmaster.
Hold on. What did you look up on Amazon?
Oh, let's go ahead.
Oh, shoot. Let me see what's in it. This is how you could tell a lot
He
about
was
a
in the
guy.
pleasure
Stuff
chest
from
on
my
What'd you
Amazon.
order?
Motorcycle helmet for my daughter.
Okay, all right.
Simple shit. My
No,
shit
hold on.
ain't
You too fast. Slow down.
nothing.
Spy tech? Who you spying on?
Nah, that's for my bike. So if somebody stole my motorcycle before, I'm a big.
You are
potty
so
racer.
innocent. Let me see.
I'm a
Keep
big
going.
potty
Keep going.
racer.
Slow,
I race
slow.
motorcycles, so somebody
Slide
stole
up.
my bike.
FedEx.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastically fit. All right. Beyond Chicken. We see you with your health stuff.
There's nothing up here. Nothing.
It really is nothing.
Nothing.
It really is
No
nothing.
porn.
Nah, there's nothing up there.
You don't watch porn?
I do, but I'm a dad, so
What does that have to do with it?
I give my daughter my phone all the time, so my daughter is like,
You need a bat phone.
yeah, I don't have a bad phone, but I'm with her
Yeah.
all the time. She'd be like, Dad, let me get your phone. That would be horrendous if she was like, Dad, you like dark Asian mulatto sit on unicorns, it'd be awkward. So now I do my porn on my little laptop, so that'd be my thing.
Have you ever filmed yourself?
Film myself?
Like the
Like
sex
with a
tape.
girl?
No, I've never had, because I had a horrible body. Who the hell wants to see a bear attack a bunny rabbit? You don't want to see. You can't even see the bitch in the picture.
Oh
It's just
my
me and my
God.
hips and ass
First of all,
with my
you
stomach
were,
on the clip.
you
That
were
is not
bigger.
sexy
It
at all.
wasn't
know
horrible.
what?
You were just a little bigger. It wasn't horrible. It was big. And listen, you got some people that listen here, to each his own.
Mm-hmm.
You was sexy to somebody. Trust me, a lot of people, I'm sure you were.
Yeah, I was the t-shirt and socks dude.
You have
I
a
think-
daughter.
You could be sexy to somebody.
Somebody was,
Hilarious.
That
No, but I'm saying,
part.
I don't want to see it.
No, I'm like,
I don't want to see it. I don't think no big nigga besides Rick Ross want to see you.
It's some sexy big people. Don't get it twisted. It's sexy. It's,
And
it's
there's a lot of
sexy and
women are
everything.
attracted to that.
That part.
Yeah.
But who wants to see themselves as a big guy? Be honest. I don't think no guy want to see themselves on film.
I guess we never think of guys as being self-conscious in that way.
No, you
Right?
don't.
Because women, we're so self-conscious
Women
about our
are
bodies.
usually the ones.
I think that we don't think that men care because I feel like y'all be fucking anyway.
That part.
But see, women are just let's be real. Y'all bodies are shaped, y'all beautiful. So it's the difference between a man and woman. Like y'all just shape everything looks beautiful. It looks great on film, it looks great on camera. Like,
but there's some women
y'all even like each other. So that's when you know God made you perfectly because y'all like each other.
But we're so self-conscious too. Like, have you ever been with a woman, looked at her and been like, she kind of looked whack with her clothes off?
No, I was always happy and thankful that she actually.
See, that's what I'm saying. Guys don't care. We care so much.
You know what?
So much.
And they just be happy to be there.
Listen, that part.
Business first.
But when it comes to being nasty, now, first of all, I love, Sevyn has a song out with Bia called Nasty Girl that I absolutely love.
Yes.
And I will say this about Sevyn as a boss, right? If she sees a guy that she likes, she's going for
That
it.
part.
Yeah. She is definitely not going to hesitate to make that reservation.
That part.
To send that drink.
Yes.
To take you out.
Yep.
Okay.
First of all, I'll take you out. Hold up, back it up.
She was like,
Well,
But no,
trying to go too far.
But you're right though, friend. No, we've had these experiences. I just think that like, I don't know, especially in this day and age, especially after being like cooped up in quarantine for so long, you're out there is no time to waste. If you see somebody you interested in, let them know. Like, you know, if you sexy, you want to have a conversation, walk up to them, spark it up. And you just never know. Like, you know, I'm just not opposed. I just think, I don't know. I'm not opposed.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of people play games, right? As far as, okay, I don't want to call him first and I got to wait for him. So, because that is some things that we have to think about. So, is that true? Like, do those things really work, Rip? Like, you got to, for guys, do you mind if a woman pursues you or like, what are those limitations for you?
I love that. I was turned on when she said it. I was like, that was amazing. I was like, I'm gonna pour me some more drink over here. I think that is.
You're drinking water.
Yeah, because of the urinary tract. But listen.
Wait, you have a UTI?
You know what?
When you see people know to drink water and cranberry juice, it's the first thing you think. No, but I don't even think men can get a UTI. I don't know.
Sorry. I was like, sorry to hear that. It sounds painful for you.
That part.
I think, what was the question? You threw me all the way up with a UTI.
Oh, about like women pursuing you and being
approaching
aggressive
you.
in that way. Like,
Yeah.
do you
I think
like
that's
that?
sexy. I think every man likes that. I think that is so to see a woman that knows what she wants because a lot of women are indecisive.
Yeah.
In between. Like when you see a woman that knows what she wants and she goes out, that is nothing more sexy and attractive than that. And if a woman take me out, I'm letting you know, at the end of the night, you buy me dinner, I will put the tip in. That's all I'm trying to say.
The tip of what?
Not the 20%. Not the gratuity.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. No, but I think that's great. I think every man would like that.
Because I think at least, I mean, I don't think that we should be afraid to spark the conversation sometimes. You see somebody, you just want to spark, you just never know. You know what I mean? It's no different than, I look at, you know, seeing somebody, if I see a woman standing there who I want to have a conversation, I think your outfit is fly, whatever. I'm gonna spark a conversation, I had a conversation with you. Same thing with the guy, if I see him and I'm attracted to him, I just think, you know, how are you? How's your day? How you feel? You'll feel that energy. If it's a real energy, that, you know, I expect then for you to take the lead and make it turn into what it's going to turn into.
Now,
But
if you don't pick up the signs that I'm giving, then,
you know, but I don't have a problem to like be like, oh.
Have you always been that confident?
You know what? No, because I placed it in a different space. Like I said, I don't look at it as like necessarily approaching a man. I look at it like he's a person, like I'm a person. It's a conversation. I'm interested. Something about that person that I'm seeing is drawing me to that person. I want to know something about them. So whether it's a man or a woman, obviously I don't deal with women. I don't date women. But if there's a man that I'm attracted to, I don't allow the fact that he's a man to stop me from having that initial conversation. You know?
I think it's fine.
So I'd be like, what up? How are you?
I'd be like, hello.
Yeah.
And you know, guys are so not used to that I'm sure every time they probably don't miss the signals that you're throwing because just the fact that you said hello is like.
Yeah, it's not as scary as people try to make it out to be a lot of times. I think and I've had male friends, we've had this conversation. I had a male friend that, that wanted to talk to one of my friends and didn't quite know how, and I'm just like, first of all, just say hello.
Right.
Just
that starts there.
Just say hi. Like, just say hi. And you know, if the person is a decent person, you're going to catch vibes. If it's supposed to turn into anything ever, then it will. But just don't be afraid to spark that conversation, you know?
Now, have you ever felt used in a relationship, like somebody you were talking to? Because I was thinking about, like, watching everything that's been happening with, say, Brittany Renner and PJ Washington, right?
Yeah.
So they had a kid together, and people are saying now, because she was talking about getting with a ball player.
Right.
And so people are saying, and it's seeming like it, because it feels like she's saying it too, that she used him, for that money, had the baby, and now she's like, okay, who wants to be a stepdaddy? Like, what's up next? Have you ever felt like you were in a relationship and you got used?
I felt like they were trying to. I did feel like that. Like a relationship I was in, we were only together for 11 months, and it was like, okay, we've been together 11 months. Let's try to have a baby. Excuse me? Yeah, nah. Sorry about that, son. You barking up the wrong tree. We should. And it was an ultimatum thing. You know what I mean? It was
But
like,
women do that too to men, I feel like.
it happens.
Look at Rip. He said, yo.
It
Because
does.
look, wouldn't we say he's intentional about what he wants? Like if he's ready to have a child and he's like, look, this is what I want. And it's not what you want, but you want people to know, like, that's kind of honest.
It's honest and had if there were other factors that like, because let's talk about it.
Let's go in order.
Come on.
Propose, marriage, then baby. Maybe?
Come on. At least
Like,
that's how
you just want to make me a baby mama because you've been together for 11 months.
Yeah, and there were other, yes, that part, and it was other factors, at least for me in a way. So I'm like, it just let me know that like your mind is someplace else. We're not on the same page. Your mind is thinking it's something that's not right and it's not calculated, not adding up. That don't make no sense to me.
Did he have other kids?
No, he had no other kids. No, but I'm like, yeah, nah, son, nah, wasn't the time.
Because I have a friend who's very like, she wants to have a baby really badly, and when she starts dating a guy, like she tells him early on, she's like, look, this is what I want. I want to have a child. If this is not what you want, then let's know now so I know how serious this can be.
I'm not mad at that though, but you lead with that. I think you lead with that.
Because I always feel like, when is it too early to say that too?
No women say that on first date. Since COVID, people are out. They say as soon as they meet, they're like, this is what I'm looking for.
I won't say first. I won't say.
You getting an appetizer? And by the way,
I would like to have a baby.
I would like to have a baby.
But that's on their apps now. Bumble, Tinder, all that stuff is there now. They put that out there from the gate. I think COVID has changed everything. It's got everybody like saying exactly what they want and going and like putting it out there. Like, this is what I want. And if you ain't with it, I'm swipe.
It's not gonna be on the first date though.
Right.
It's on the profile.
Not for me.
It's on the profile.
Right. You already know what's going on before we go on a
if it
date.
gradually comes up and as some time passes, if it comes up, do you think you want to have kids one day? It just don't,
Yeah.
What if he's like, oh, by the way, I have herpes?
Bitch,
What?
don't play with me. Listen here,
She'd be like, me too, 1 out of 3.
You know what?
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Yes.
You can't get a double, can you?
You can't get you twice.
listen
It's
here.
magic.
Listen here, child.
I mean, 1 out of 3 people have it.
This is true. This is very true. I mean, listen, get tested, take care of yourself, all that good
What
stuff.
if he's like,
make
it's
sure
been
you straight.
dormant for 3 years, but
Nah, son. Like, nah. God bless you. Take care of yourself, be safe, but nah.
Oh, you don't want to be ushered into it. I understand.
oh,
But
Too soon?
low blow.
Too soon? I'm sorry. He's on tour now. He's in Vegas. What?
Which, by the way, I do want to go see that show.
Me
so bad.
too.
Dying to go see that. What we doing?
Yeah.
Now that's a good date.
That is
I'll
a good
take you.
day. Yes, man. That's a good ass date.
I agree. I'm an Usher fan. His music be bumping.
What?
Oh my God.
His music be bumping.
You know what?
Usher is really a good entertainer though. Like,
It's insane.
Go ahead,
Top
one more,
tier.
Rip.
It's
No,
the
I got in
catalog.
trouble
It's the
for those type of
catalog.
You got in trouble?
I got in trouble on Wild Out for those type of jokes. Cause I remember we did this joke on Wild Out called Plead the Fifth, where we asked Nick questions. So Nick was in the chair. And I was like, yo, so Nick, you had sex with Chili after Usher. Would you say your favorite Usher song is "You Got It Bad" or "Let It Burn"? And
wow.
Nick looked at me and it was so bad. He was like, "Usher, my friend."
Oh my God.
And I don't, you know me, I always go super.
Listen,
Did you go too far?
We
I was
love,
like, did I go
we
too
love
far?
Usher, but
No,
at this
love
point,
us some
the
Usher.
jokes make themselves. Like,
It's
I
the
agree.
songs.
Oh
yeah,
my
But
God.
still, I still
You
want to
gotta
go see
let
that
it
show.
burn.
in
I
Vegas.
still wanna go see the
I'm not
show.
gonna lie.
I'm here for. I'm all the way
But
here
what's
for
the
it.
best first date you ever had?
The best first date I ever had.
'Cause this could be it.
Listen, I cannot take combinations from different dates that moments. Just one. Okay.
There's only
Okay.
one best.
It's only one best. It's very simple. but it was a good, simple. And then I think it became, because it came off the hymns of me being extremely tired. And I'm a person like, me on my own, I like to hop in my car, I like to go for drives, and that's my zen. So it was just one particular day, me and this guy I was dating, we hopped in his car, fire-ass car. We drove until we just could not drive anymore, and it was a beautiful scenery. We found a fire-ass restaurant, buy some water. We chilled. We talked. He ate a shit ton of edibles. I smoked a shit ton of weed. We talked about everything under the sun, and it was more so the connection for me. I've had other days where I've gone to really great restaurants or I've gone to different places, and that's a vibe too. But for me, great dates have everything to do with the connection and the communication and like the vibe and, a little bit of what you like and a little bit of what I like, and let's fuse that together. So for me, that was a fire-ass day.
Now, what about you, Rip? I want to know from a man's perspective, what's the best first date you ever had?
Yeah.
It's going to sound corny. But my best first date, honestly, to my daughter, I do this daddy-daughter date. I teach my daughter how people should treat her. So I did that, and I took her out, and she got dressed up because I wanted to make it special. We had the little police escort, and I took her. We went to the little Prime. We went to Prime at 8, and I think that was the first time. She was like, "Daddy, I always want to be treated like this."
Yeah.
And that was
a great way to lead by example.
I'm sorry,
That
was
fire.
and she was like, "We all get dressed up." I think that was dope.
Now let's talk about a romantic date.
Best.
That was cute.
I was just like, that was the first thing that came to mind when you said it. I was just like, because my daughter giving that back to me, I was like, oh, because she
now
said
guy
it
got to
later.
live up to that,
Yeah, that's
18 years old, he can't take her to Prime yet.
Yeah,
That part. Listen here.
But let's see, romantically, best first day romantically.
Because we heard Sevens, and so that was all about the thoughtfulness of it.
I need that.
The
I mean, we went home and it was a whole vibe after that. But, but it was
with
set
the edibles
before,
and all.
You know what I mean? It was a vibe, but it was like, let's set that space like that. Like I said.
That's why, from a man's point of view, I want to hear what you have
That
to
sounds
say.
amazing. I mean, I was like, yo, that's perfect. Just weed and driving.
Rip, you weren't there. We want to know about yours.
I was like, all I gotta do is drive and get some weed. I was like, I love that.
Listen here.
Because everything is a bar
Have
restaurant.
this
Once
gummy.
I was like, I love that shit. I can do that all day long. Give me a little Toro car and just drive people around. Like, what are you into?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Listen here. That part.
As we do more weed.
Listen here. Do you
Drive
smoke?
first. Medicinally, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah, because everything ain't legal in every state. So I don't want my tour bus rolled up. I guess my best romantic date would be, I always wanted to date this girl for a very long time, and she finally said yes. And we went out, and I remember everything that she had liked it from us talking. And so we finally went, and she remembered everything that I liked. So it was just the chemistry between those two things. Like, I ordered, I went to the bathroom, and she had ordered me my favorite dessert. And I was like, wow, she remembered that.
What's your favorite dessert?
It's so weird. I like this. Remember Hostess makes these orange cupcakes, the little orange cupcake thing from Hostess. They used to be 25 cents, now they 50 cents. And it used to come in a pack, and now the pack is $1.95, and it's still the same size. So she actually had that, and she had to wait to bring it out on the plate. I thought that was the sexiest thing ever, because she remembered that, because that's my only
So
sweet.
she had bought that ahead of time.
Yes, that was the only sweet I like.
That was very thoughtful.
That was cute.
It was amazing, and it was live after that. So we didn't really drive. We was on the train, but we took the train to the last stop.
We took the train to
And
the
it was beautiful when we got
the
to Far
R
Rockaway.
train,
Yeah, we
yeah.
took the A to the end. It was last
a New
stop.
York
Everybody
trip
got to
for
get off. We got off this. She got off. No.
Those are the fun times, though. I'm not going to lie. Some of the best dates have been those broke dates when you were younger.
Come on.
Of course.
Listen here, man.
Because it's all about the vibe and not about how much you spend or where we eating dinner or what kind of bottle you buying or if we going to the club or whatever, all of this extra shit that's be happening. People forget the foundation of it's really communicating and getting to know that, that other person and really starting off at that point and not what is to be expected.
Yeah.
And especially these days with social media. Y'all know the whole 200 date thing and the showing the receipt and all of that is going on.
Because guys are buying bags on the first date for you.
Listen, this watch was
Yes.
bought for me on the first date. And I only talked to that guy that 2 days after. Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's back
That
this
part.
up for a
Let's
second.
back it all the way
Somebody bought you a Rolex?
Rolex was
Yeah.
better.
The first
rocked out.
Now, mind you, it's a jewelry store, Rolex, right? So it's these ain't Rolex diamonds. What the fuck you done to that? But it was free. It was
sweet.
It was a gift.
It was a gift.
Damn.
And I talked to him maybe 2 or 3 days
Did you feel
after.
obligated to continue speaking to him
That
after
was
that a
my
little
next
bit?
question.
Well, I was intrigued to see what was next. Like if we got Rolex on the first date,
Like,
then
what's next?
What's
Right.
next?
Go,
Right.
go.
What was behind
Do
it?
you, my nigga?
So I only
Yeah.
talked to him for a couple of times, and then it was almost as if he felt like I owed him to like chase him. You know, like he kind of wanted me to like. I guess he thought like this was gonna make me like fall in love with him or like be
Did he
obsessed
ask
with
for it
him.
back after you
No.
No, because I
But-
changed my
She was
number.
like, "Never happened."
And I cut that phone off. I don't have
There
that
you
phone.
go. That's
But
what
it
Gigi
was-
hit us
but
on,
it
like,
was
yo, I
mixed
changed my
hair.
number.
But
My
it was a
number.
while after
Sorry.
that we hadn't spoken to
Gigi
each other.
changed her number.
But I did change
Ain't
my
nothing
number.
worse than that. At the subscriber's request.
Yo, I need that
Cute.
Rolex back, dog. If he did ask for it back, would you give it back?
No, it was
Absolutely
a
not.
gift.
Shit. It was a gift, probably with some type of expectation.
He probably
I
did.
mean,
Guess what I did after we left the jeweler? I went to the airport. I was on my way to the airport.
To
And
go
we met
see-
for lunch and ended up at the jewelry store. I had my luggage and everything. And I went to the airport.
I mean, that's cute. That's a cute date. I'm not mad at it. It's cute.
That's
on
a
your
good
wrist.
date
Like,
to
really,
the jewelry store and get a Rolex.
Even Angela Yee is impressed.
I
She's
know.
like, that is great. I
I'm
gotta
like,
go.
Yeah.
No.
See you at church. Second Sunday. That's how you always get out of that. Come to church Sunday.
He'd be like, have a safe flight. All right, call you later.
That part.
What time you want me to
God
call you,
bless you.
boo?
Let me wind this up.
Right.
That part.
What's the best gift you ever got, Rip, as a man?
I mean, man, we get the horriblest gifts. I've never got anything dope. I
Socks
think
and
as
ties.
men, we always look at our gifts like we got to give the fake.
Have
face,
some
like,
pussy. Merry Christmas.
That part.
Socks
that's
and
all.
ties. You want another drink?
Put a bow on top. Oh, yeah. Thank
That
you.
is always the gift. Why do women feel that that's a gift, though? I want to know that.
what's that?
Why do women
Yeah,
feel
try it.
like pussy is a gift?
Well, Gigi has new pussy, so that is a gift.
You said new?
Yeah, she. Well, we talked about this on the last.
Tell me about it.
On the last episode, but she did rejuvenate her pussy.
Oh, how was that?
That's smart.
How was it?
Because guys can't rejuvenate their dick.
No, but that's smart. That is
What?
a very smart thing. Because my auntie, she had a whole bunch of plastic surgery done, and she had titties, and she like she got it done at like 60. So now she looks like a 40-year-old. But then I was like, you painted the car, but you didn't fix the engine. So you got a 40-year-old face, but you need to fix the transmission. Why didn't you get a 40-year-old pussy? Like, I don't
How do you know her pussy's not 40?
Because she's 60. I was like, it's going to confuse the man when he be like, oh my gosh, she looks so hot. She's like, she in her 40s. He's like, nah, this pussy is 60.
You know what? This pussy is AARP, okay?
Now, how was it though? So you got
So I did a laser rejuvenation 2 years ago, and just about a couple of days, not even a week, maybe 3 days ago, I did a touch-up session.
Nice.
So it's a probe that goes inside, and there's a laser, and it just tightens the vagina. I had a slight bit of incontinence, aka I was peeing a little bit when I coughed or sneezed or laughed too hard. And I learned that this was something that can help with that issue. So this is why I did it the first time.
That's nice.
Yes.
But it did work. My pressure went down to under 200, which is considered virgin
It got
status.
good. It got a good grip. Now.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's beautiful.
and in return, you are more
like-
aroused and you are wetter and you enjoy sex more. So when I did it this last time, the goal is each session is to get your pressure to come down by at least 100 points. And this time when I did it, my pressure went down to 112 points.
Wow.
Yeah. So haven't had
guys do
sex yet.
To the whole.
You haven't had a chance to test it out just
Yeah,
yet.
but she will.
Yeah, because it's only been 3 days.
That's how you get a Rolex.
But
That's
I
how you
do
get a
have-
Rolex.
It makes sense. That's where the Rolex come from.
No, but
you're in the jewelry store. Like, I got
That's
to
some
do
big
pussy. Like, you know what? I got time to get
You know what? That was
Make time
around
for me.
the,
That's
that
what he's
was
trying to
around
say.
the same time that I did it that last time too.
It worked.
Yeah, I got to watch it
It
around that
worked.
same time. But no, we never did nothing. But yeah, so I have a new guy. I'm in a new relationship, and
Nice.
I have not seen him since I got that done. So I haven't.
So is this like a
he got
monogamous,
this
like
one.
this my man relationship?
Yes.
Nobody else?
I'm in love, Angela.
So
No, I mean I don't
Oh.
know because people have to have that conversation.
oh yes. Yeah.
So that's
I'm
beautiful.
I'm in love.
So new relationship, and he get a whole
New
new
relationship.
Well, I
New
mean,
love.
well,
Yeah,
he's-
that's what you get every
we've
time you're in a
been-
relationship.
It's been we've been seeing each other all this whole year since January, but it really didn't get serious until like around April. So I mean, we've had plenty of sex, but I'm really waiting to see what his reaction is going to be to this.
You can't wait.
Yeah.
Gigi been playing with her hands this whole time.
Listen,
That's a gift. I know a gift. That's a gift.
That's a real gift.
That's a
Put a
gift.
bow on
Now
top,
that's
sis.
the gift of pussy that counts.
Come on,
Yeah,
put a
Pussy,
bow on top.
right?
He's
Yeah,
like,
don't
you
just
got
put it in
brand new
lingerie,
pussy.
give me old pussy.
It's
Dress it
brand
up, get new pussy.
That part.
Don't put it in lingerie, be like, happy birthday. No, that's the same pussy. I can see through that. Get the
So what is the best gift you ever got though?
It ain't new pussy, I tell you that.
I'm sure you've had plenty of new pussy.
Not like that. It's like, it's tighter now. Well, happy birthday to you. Like,
Right.
That's beautiful.
that is. Like,
That's a vibe.
So you can't tell us like what did somebody
I
get
don't
for
think
you?
I've ever got a gift that I was like,
Oh my
this
God,
is
somebody
really
give him
dope.
something.
That's really dope. Like, I mean, what like ties? No, girls don't really
You
think
got a
about
tie?
ties. What do girls buy you normally? Shirts from Sears when they was back open.
The wrinkle-free ones?
Yeah. Burlington Coat Factory gift certificates. TJ Maxx, Polo, U.S. Polo Association shirts. Like
Okay.
that. Guys don't really get. Let me ask you a question. When have y'all bought a guy a dope gift? What have you bought a guy that's dope?
I do. I get
like
great
doing-
presents.
Yeah, I like doing good.
What's the dopest thing you ever bought a guy?
Let me see the dopest. I might have did like a Gucci sweatsuit that was really nice. Because I buy people stuff that I don't feel like they would buy for themselves.
Yeah,
but I give
or that you know that they need.
I give my girlfriends good presents too.
Right.
Oh.
And I give Sevyn gives good presents.
Yeah.
I would say that. Yeah.
Listen here, we take care of each other. Your girlfriends
Yeah, I think
do.
women
Yeah.
can be very thoughtful.
We
but
send flowers
maybe
for
not
no
yours.
reason.
I mean,
Like,
okay.
You know, to each. You know.
But if you bought a guy a nice gift, what's the nice thing you bought?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I feel like I'm just always constantly paying attention to what
Laptop,
that.
Oh, that's it,
yeah,
that's dope.
That's a good one.
a useful one. I like useful presents.
Yeah, I like useful ones, and I like ones that make them have make them go back to a version like an older, younger version of themselves. Like I like that. Like one of my exes, he hadn't been home to where he grew up at in a really like in years, and he had a lot of friends from
I know
there.
who this is.
Yeah, he had a lot of friends from there. So I ended up finding like this insane house and surprising him, and we flew back there, and I had told all of his friends, brought his friends there. We had
wow.
Just to be clear, she did not buy him the house.
No,
didn't
that
buy
is
him
a
the
great-
house.
okay, that's a
No,
great
It was a-
present.
I did
Okay.
not buy the house, but we had a really like fire ass weekend.
That's
with people
dope.
that
That's
we
dope.
love
Right
there, that was
growing
dope.
up with,
Yeah, that's
you know.
dope.
so-
I like things that make
I like
guys
thoughtful
think of
things.
you too. Like,
Yeah.
look, some glasses. So every time you put this on your face, you think of me.
Oh,
Now
yeah,
I'm not
that's
going to
fine,
hold
too.
you. I gotta. There's this one guy that I
Every
was
time
dating.
I don't want you to see nobody else. You have eyes for me. That's
Every
what that
time you
says.
sit this on your face,
Every
think of
time
me.
you put on your face, you think of
Oh.
me. Every time you put on your body, nah. That's
Is
a
it
real
bad
thing.
that I think that about a lot of the gifts that I bought my ex? Like I bought him a lot of things because he travels a lot. So I bought him like Louis Vuitton toiletry sets
Yeah.
and Toomey luggage sets
Ooh.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Duffel
He said,
bags.
"Ooh."
So I feel like now that we're not together, like I
You
even
want it
bought him
back,
like an
don't
ultrasonic toothbrush. No, but I feel like now that we're not together, like every time you brush your teeth, you think of me, whether
Right.
you with that new bitch or not.
Ooh.
Like I just be
Part.
feeling like that.
Yeah.
Nah.
I bought him a Vespa for his 50th birthday.
You,
Oh, I love that.
yeah.
That's
The Vespa, yeah.
That's
Oh,
a vibe.
wow.
That's a whole
That's some
vibe.
great gifts. I never even heard of
Yeah, it's
such
all.
debauchery.
That's for the little
I mean, it's
scooter.
light. We lightweight. We
Vespa,
like,
like, at
yeah,
least two,
because
three
every
cars.
It was
time you
fine.
put
Yeah.
this on, you're gonna think of me.
Yeah, those are
And
the
you
best
have the thought
presents.
associated with it every time you put them shades on. Every time, listen, we're basically just surrounding your life with things that make you think.
But
of
this
us.
is true, right? Because think about the presents that we have. Do we think of the guy who gave them to us every time we wear
No,
it?
I do not
So
think
it
of this
might
guy
not be
every
true.
time I look at my wrist at all.
Yeah, no, I'll be like, oh, that bag matched that shoe. Let's rock.
Yeah, you don't even think about it.
No.
Who bought it for you?
But
But okay,
I've
so now that you have a
experienced it, I
man,
do.
what about that watch? Does he have a problem with you wearing this watch?
No, I had this watch when I met him.
I got all quiet for a second.
I mean, but you know,
I don't even think I ever told him that somebody bought it. But if he asked, I would tell him it was a gift.
what if he's like, I'm not comfortable with
and he
you
was like,
wearing?
take it off.
Then buy me a new one.
Ooh. So that's why I buy lace fronts for all my girls.
Replace
Like,
it.
I see you out there.
You don't want. You don't
gel
really
on my
want
But
to
it
wear
doesn't-
this
it
one.
doesn't-
It doesn't
I'm
have any
always-
significance.
I'm
You
always
know what I
on
mean?
hand.
It's just you know what I mean? It just look good on your wrist, sis. That part. I feel you.
Now, Sevyn, Junk
Yeah.
and Wear Sober Thoughts. It's been a long time coming for this album.
Yeah.
Because you've been like, I've been hearing about this. We've heard some singles,
Yeah.
you know, and it's finally here.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, what are some things that you've said that when you were drunk, maybe that Do you think you mean what you say when you're drunk, or can you say things that are totally untrue? Because people always say you speak the truth when you're drunk.
I think you, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's absolutely true. I think you do mean what you say when you're drunk. I think that when you're drunk, let's be honest, like you're under the influence of something. It's a state of freedom. You're not concerned about, like, you know, the after effects of what you're gonna say. It's all feelings. I mean, they don't call these spirits for no reason. You know what I mean? It's a real thing. You gotta be careful with them spirits, but they call them spirits for a reason. You know what I mean? It makes you feel some type of way. But even when you think about being under the influence of, it's like we can be under the influence of way more things than just alcohol. You can be under the influence of love and lust and heartbreak and anger and you know, it doesn't matter. Like all insecurity, everything, all of it. So it's like, you know, I like to tap into every last bit of those, like, you know what I mean, and write truthfully from it. So that's the
you could
space.
tell Sevyn's a songwriter the way she just expressed
I know, right?
that.
That was like, oh.
That was really amazing and poetic.
I would have downloaded that. I would have definitely
Shut up. I could see him in his next stand up. You know, you could be under the influence of.
I'll be like, you know, spirits, whatever spirit. You
Hey, you
let
can
in.
use
Nobody
that
calls
though.
spirits.
Let's drive up the coast.
Hey, listen,
Let's take this Randy Far Rockaway.
that part. Is
But
what
have you
fun.
ever said something and regretted it?
Man, yeah, I say a lot of shit that I regret.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Like,
She's
that's
passionate.
That's called life. That's called living. That's called being present. That's called being in the moment. And you know, you have a little bit, you know, in your system. You're gonna say a few things that, you know, I don't regret the things that I say and the things that I do when I'm in this. They was gonna come out either way for me. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know that about me. I'm very, you know, conversational, open, forward. We're gonna talk about it regardless. So this doesn't make me. I'm gonna talk to you whether I'm under the influence of this or not. But
It
you
helps.
know, it might come to you.
Have you ever said "I love you" too quick and didn't?
Have I ever said I love you too quick? Not for me. Nah, like, cause I'm gonna tell you, if I love you, I love you. Like, I don't.
No, you said "la." That's
Love.
different.
Have you
different.
ever- I love you.
got love for you.
Totally
If I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. That's a record. Actually, this we gonna cut that. But if I love you, I don't mind. I'll be the first person to say it. I'll be the second person to say it. It doesn't matter to me. I think that's what love is.
Well, what if you say "I love you"? He says "Thank you."
Bitch, first of all,
No, what do you do if a guy tells you "I love you"?
appreciate you.
And
If a guy
for one,
appreciate
you
your
don't
love.
love him
Thank you
back,
so
and for
much.
two, you know that it isn't
nice
like
to them.
accurate.
I've had somebody tell me they love me before, and I love them, but not in the way that they love me. And
Ouch.
it was an ouch. It hurt his feelings. I knew that, but I can't do nothing about that.
I had a guy tell me I
You
love
know?
you, and we were like hanging up the phone, and he was like, "Oh, I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. I love you." And I was like,
I didn't hear it. And kept
"No,
it
you
up.
don't." No, I was like, "No, you don't."
Don't
And he's
slide
like,
and know I love you.
He's
on
like,
me.
"Yes, I do." And I'm like, "How? Like, you don't love me?" And he's like, "Not like in love, but like I love you as a friend." And I'm like, "Even that? No, you don't. Like, your actions doesn't say that. So I can't, like, no, you don't." And he's like,
I feel
"Oh, okay." And he never said it again.
Oh, that's what he should have done.
People love be according to what they've experienced. Like, people have a different definition of love in their head. Like, according to how they were brought up, how they were raised, whatever the fuck they've been through, how many people hurt them. They have their own definition of love. So sometimes a motherfucker may think they really love you. And
I love that Anthony, who's doing all of our video, is shaking, is agreeing with you. He over there nodding
But
his
you
head
know-
like, yes.
Yes.
it's a
No.
real thing. So, you know.
Rip, have you ever been in love?
Of course. A ton of times. And I even think
A ton of times.
a ton of times. And I realized once I give them the money, they don't love me back. But
Damn.
Money on the dresser. Money on the dresser. Love over.
no, but I've been in love a lot. In love is a big difference, like she said. And my main thing is where I realize with love, if I tell somebody I love them, is I really love them. I'm in love with them. And I a lot of times people tell me, a girl be like, "I love you." Be like, "So what do you love about me?" And they be like, "Oh, well, I love the fact that you know you cool and you funny."
You're
Like,
so-
you don't
you're
you don't
alive.
even know me. So
Right.
what about me do you love? So when I tell a woman, it's because I love this. I love the way you think. I love the way you take care of your kids. I love the way you get up in the morning. I love the way you love God. I love the inspiration that you do. I love what you want to become and who you are. So those things matter to me. When you can't describe it and you just say it, it's just a word. So you can and I tell my daughter all the time, like, you can feed through. When a guy tells you love you, ask him what do you love about me? Do you even know me? What's my favorite color? What's my shoe size? What
That's
school
what I
did I
should have
go
asked
to?
them. What you love about
What
me?
you love
What
about
you love about me?
Said
That's-
you like the girl that tell me what you like about her.
You ask men that, they'll be perplexed. They'll be
That
like,
part.
because you Angela Yee.
No.
I love that you got that 180 vagina.
Yeah, there you go. You got your pressure down to 110/5.
Yeah.
You got a blood pressure thing.
Yes. I'm actually at 192 right now.
Okay, sorry.
I'm 192.
She's like, first of all-
I'm right on the
Get it
circle.
together, get it right.
Pussy pressure.
Have you ever
Ooh.
fallen in love
I
from
like pussy pressure.
from
That's-
sex?
That's a good thing.
Like, have you ever
Rebecca,
had sex that was so good that you were like, I think I love her?
Of course, I think every guy has had that.
Really?
You look at y'all both smiling. You know y'all already experienced that.
Right.
I love you, bitch. She gonna leave. You just start looking. I think y'all just know y'all have that power over God. And that's why I think that's why y'all don't let everything out on the first night. Y'all gradually, why is that? Y'all gradually let the stuff y'all do. Y'all don't ever let it all holds bar the first night. Guys, whatever we got, we give it. We give it all that we got at the first night. You're going to get everything that we do.
We gonna slow walk the fuck out of you.
We going to slow it out.
Well, you got to establish that. Whoa. Okay,
sorry.
you got to establish that trust too, right? Because like
Trust
you're doing
and
certain
comfortability is
Yeah, you got to be
everything.
comfortable
And
enough.
we got to make sure you worth us pulling out all of our bells and
Listen
whistles.
here.
We got to make sure
From
there's
the-
a second time, a
that
third
part.
time, you know?
But that confuses this guy sometimes, especially if we like separate and then get back together and you got all these new tricks. You be like, who the fuck? Don't
Because
try to do
like,
that.
if you take us on a first date, is it going to be the best date ever? You got to kind of set the bar not too high, because then where do we go from there?
You get a guy to call you back immediately. If you give me all you got the first time, I'm like, you ain't gonna believe this shit. We gonna
And
be
be
on the
like,
phone
what's
like,
gonna
yo, I
happen
gotta
next
marry
time?
this.
And then
I done bought her 2 Rolexes because I want all her time.
2 Rolexes.
I mean, you got one for each arm. Okay?
And two, I think it's about like, even if you give it your all in the first, because like I always say, to each his own, and energy is a real thing. So let's just say it is you give it all in your first night, or you don't. Everything after your first time, everything with every experience you have that you're adding on to a new experience, be fucking experimental. Try shit. Do shit. Don't be afraid. Figure out the things that makes that woman tick. Like, what makes her tick? What does she get into? And vice versa. Like, I think it's, like I say, it's a conversation. You gotta have a little fun with it. And,
Yeah,
you know,
and I
it's a
think we
real
don't know each
thing.
other well enough the first time too for you to even
Nah.
know, because everybody likes different things, and you can't assume that the shit that the last guy liked, the new guy is gonna like. So it does take a certain amount of time, because this guy might want his nipple sucked, but that guy didn't like it.
This
This
guy
guy
might want
might
his
want you to-
butthole licked.
yeah.
This guy might.
You
want his
don't
toes
know what
licked.
somebody
I
likes.
haven't done that.
You haven't done anal or licking booty holes.
I haven't.
But you've had your butt licked up.
I have.
She definitely has. You could tell.
It was nice.
So when they go, and they lay on their stomach, you be like, what are you laying on your stomach for?
Okay, now Sevyn, let me ask you this. First of all, y'all know I love Sevyn. This is like my
I love you too.
I love Sevyn. This is my girl right here. So let's say you're about to go out, right? But you have like your makeup done, hair done, looking amazing. A guy wants a quickie. Okay?
Oh, and it's like my nigga?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going down.
But what if he like comes on your face a little? Are you mad?
First of all, don't mess up my beat, my glam, and I will both kill you. Don't do that. Especially not if you're about to go out. Don't do that.
So annoying.
Listen here. But,
When person
nah.
say
What,
You know what to do in that case.
what? You know to
Hands up against the wall.
come
Spread 'em.
on. Pull the hair to the side.
Bend that thing over.
You know, you
You know
figure
what
it
I'm
out. Whatever your circumstances and your
Figure it
environment,
out.
you make it work. You know.
What
don't mess
are
up
you
my
going to
feet.
shower?
For
Now,
your-
let's just say you had sex. What do you do? Because now you got to go out, but you just had sex
Where are we?
at home. But
Oh.
you're late.
I'm at home, but I'm late. We about to be more late because I'm about to hop back in the shower. That part. We about to
me
be
with
more
you.
late. And then that part.
Take me and my
let's go
kids
take
with you.
this shower real quick.
No, you taking me with you. I want
That part.
Oh,
When
don't
niggas
watch
say
it
they
all.
like something about you on the
part.
inside, it's me, nigga. That's what it is.
Oh.
You like the me and her.
You like the men.
I like the me and you.
Rip, have you ever
That's
had a girl
record.
squirt?
It's all types of
Oh,
songs.
you
taking notes?
I am. Listen here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Of course, that is the
I
most,
like it's
when
the
it
me
first
and
happened.
you.
It's weird, like, but then you get used to it and you be like, yes. Like I didn't
Wait,
know.
I
what
missed the
first-
question.
She said, "Do you ever had a girl squirt?" I
Oh.
was like, "Yeah, that is like when it first happened." But then you look for it every time. I try to get that same thing, but I realize not every girl do it all the time. But I would say 90% of the women get it if you really work hard and get that but it's amazing. When it first happened, I was scared. I was like, this bitch peed on me. I knew she just not come in my house. It's my mama's sheets. But like,
You
because when it first happened, you don't know what it is. You was like, it just comes up and it's all in your face. And you like, she like, take it. And then, but I think that's sexy. I think it's nothing sexier than when one of them squirts. And I go with a towel and I let you sleep in it sometimes.
I let you sleep in it.
So you don't sleep in it?
Yes, he does.
I let you sleep in it.
No, you know he's sleeping in it. I could
do.
tell.
I
He
sleep
lying
in it.
if he
I
said
like-
he
I
don't.
I think he lay
love it.
right there with
It
the
makes
soggy
snow
leg.
angels in it.
I think he'd be like,
Angels.
Make my snow angels in it.
what other sexy things you do? Do you have a playlist? Like, do you put on music?
No, I don't really have a playlist. I'm a Pandora subscriber. And
You
I
should
think,
listen to Sevyn's new album.
Ooh,
You really should.
Yeah.
I definitely want that.
What's the
especially
baby making song on there? You think?
So, one of the baby making songs, it's a few. One of them is called Change My Mind, which I love. It's produced by Business Boy. And real talk, Drunken with Sober Thoughts, I wrote it one night. I was in the studios by myself, me and my engineer just working. And I don't know how many shots I had that night. I really don't. But I was missing a certain somebody, and I thought about just moments that we had where, you ever have the type of connection with somebody where it's like, it's risky, but it's sexy, but it's I can't explain it. And I thought about the way that, like, he literally made me feel as if, I know that there are things that I like, and I know that there are things that I've never tried, but he made me feel like, you know what, I just might let you change my mind about a few things. And so that's where the space of the record came from. Change My Mind is a very sexy record because I think that every woman, when they're comfortable, and every man too, when they're comfortable,
You feel safe.
You feel safe. And I think that is I honestly feel like the name of the game when it comes to like sex and being in that space with somebody is about feeling like you can be your most free self. And Change My Mind is about that. It says, I might let you change my mind. Like, so you should play
Sevyn be
Change My
feeling
Mind.
her feels.
Well,
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
have
Yeah.
to record that because I'm gonna play that and send this to every girl I ever met. You need to change your mind because this is what's happening out here. That was so fire.
It's not about you need to. She said, I might let you. So
That's- ooh,
you can't change
even
it.
better.
It's her
I'm gonna play it again.
choice.
It's still her
but-
choice.
It's her choice.
But you're the motivation.
You're the motivation.
for her
You are going to
to-
determine how comfortable she feels. You're going to determine how far she goes. You're going to, not say determine that, she'll make the decision.
Right.
But you have
motivated
You have
by
to
what
set it up
You
so she
gotta
feels
set it
comfortable
up
and
so she
secure enough
feels-
to say, I'm comfortable enough.
Yeah, I might let
Yeah.
you change my mind. So
This is
that's
why I
my-
love that Sevyn
you know?
writes her own music and writes for other artists too. Because it's so much more powerful when you hear like her real life stories and then you listen to the song and you know
Yeah.
she wrote that and there's a reason for
There's
it.
a reason
and
for
there's a
it.
story behind it.
There's a story.
And you know what? I will say this, like you're so much more open now. I think about when you first came into this music business and this game and like how I think at times you felt like you really had to hold back.
Absolutely.
Hold back like your
Absolutely.
own sensuality and who you were as a person just to make it more like PG. And now I just feel like Sevyn is like, this is who the fuck I am.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's the evolution of a woman, period. Like we go through stages and phases where, we got to get to the place to where I feel amazing in this skin that I'm in. It feels great. Same with you, you can see it. Same with you, you can see it, you can feel it. So it's like once you get to that place, and then to add the cherry on top, you add someone, whatever your taste is, whether you like women, you like men, but you add what your taste is. It's like it's just a whole other bag, It's a little space. So, yeah.
Rip, you like women who like women? Is that your thing too?
I like women like that's beautiful. I've never really experienced women who like women.
You
I've
never had
like-
a threesome?
No, I've like women like don't fuck with that bitch. So I've never had a woman be like, yeah, they bring her too. No, I never had that.
You
Nah.
ever almost have a threesome?
Yes, a couple almost old.
So what happened? What went wrong?
They was not with it. I suggested it, and I was told to shut the fuck
well,
up.
then it didn't almost happen. I hate to
In my
break it
mind,
to
it
you.
played out like I was like, this shit might go down.
my
It didn't
guy.
almost happen,
It didn't
sir.
almost happen.
I suggested it. They said hell no.
I got dressed
Yeah.
up for it, but it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
No, I never had that. So
You ever had blue balls?
Of course we get blue balls. Of course, all the time. Because
All the time?
Of course, because like guys, we think first of all, y'all are beautiful, so we expect like, oh my gosh, she likes me too, and you be like, no, I see you more as a friend. You be like, oh, got it. Okay, well, thank you for hanging out with me till 4 a.m. and let me know that I'm your big brother. I appreciate that. Let me watch you go inside the house and shut the door. Be like, all right, you safe.
And you get blue balls from that?
I think of course, all guys get blue balls.
Is this true?
Yes. Cause y'all come out, think about it. Look how you
true?
y'all come out looking super sexy, smelling super good, spending hours, the lace front, the gel, everything. Now they got the waist train on, so you can't really hug them because you can feel it like a bulletproof vest. And they got everything on, and you just like, you know what? I can't wait to get the shit off.
Take off this waist train.
Yeah, to get off this waist train.
Oh my God.
But yeah, of course. Women don't get blue balls. Y'all never got. Well,
We don't have balls.
We definitely don't have balls.
Of course, well, some, but you know, it's today's society. But you never got let down. What God told you no, you've never had that happen.
Guys don't really say no.
See, look at that. Y'all never had an experience where it's like, I want to wait. You like,
But guy says no.
see, look at that. Y'all don't know what to do.
But I do respect when guys like don't try right away.
Right.
Honestly, I love when they don't try.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
when you
a
ever
tip.
God told you no, it was like, no, I'm good. I
I've
respect
never
you as
had a
sister.
guy
You
tell
like
me
my
no.
cousin. You
Tell
like
me
my-
no.
Yeah, you
You're
like you
like
all
my
naked. You
cousin.
like my cousin. You like I see you like an auntie. I don't really.
An auntie. Hell no.
Nah.
How would you take it? Would you be like? Would you respect it or would you be like?
You'd be like, alrighty.
First of all, for it to even get to that place where a guy's telling me no, that means that I ignored like 4 million red flags
Right.
along the way, and that's just never
can
gonna
tell.
happen. So you're not gonna get to a place where you ever tell me no. I'm gonna peep that way.
But it's good when guys don't go too hard. Like
love
that's
that.
so dope when they like take you out. They don't try to come inside the house. They're not doing too
Yeah.
much. They call you and they really like for real date you and don't
Yeah.
try to be slick.
Yeah, that's real.
That's
sweet.
like amazing.
My relationship that I'm in now started out like that. Like we
Yeah.
spent a lot of time just like hanging out. He never tried me. It was actually me that like initiated our first time having sex.
He's like, are we gonna fuck or
think-
what?
Yeah. I feel like that's how it should be, though. I mean, listen. I mean, I'm a woman. I'm an advocate for us. We should always be in control. Sorry, guys.
Always.
But we should always be in control. Like, we know what it is that we want, but it's still a vibe. It's a collaborative vibe thing. You know what I mean? Like I said, make us feel good. We know we work. We see where it goes. But you know.
Why is a Rolex?
Not a Rolex. Pussy pressure 192. That's not right.
192.
Well, listen, Sevyn, are you gonna go on tour or what's happening for?
Yes, so tour will be next year. Tour's next year. This year, it's just all about, it's been a little minute, since I gave fans music, and it had a lot to do. I say all the time, I gotta live my life before I write. That is very, very, very important. So I had to live my life. I had to, deal with family things, deal with going from being independent to being going to be at a label to being independent and learning so much. And then on top of that, it's just like, just as a woman, like I've never felt, I feel so powerful. It's kind of scary at the moment, but it's new and it feels great. And it's been a learning of myself. And so, I'm here for every last bit of it. And first of all, I can't deal with the smiles over here.
What? I was like, that's beautiful.
He was over here filming you, talking.
He was like a creep.
Like a creep.
But no.
That phone rolls slowly too. Like.
Listen,
Drunken words,
sober thoughts, but
That's-
that part.
Yes, I love it listening to her talk. Now, what about you, Rip? What's happening? You've been doing your acting thing.
Yeah, I've been blessed to the whole thing, to just keep moving. I was one of the first comedians to go out. Because my name is actually, I know everybody call me Rip Micheals, but if you look at it, it's actually Rip Mike Heels. It's R-I-P-M-I-C-H-E.
Yeah, I thought you just spelled Michael wrong.
Yes, because
nice.
I came into comedy because I realized I had the ability, my grandmother died, and I realized I had the ability to make people laugh. So I use my laughter, and I make a lot of jokes to make people feel better. Because a lot of people that come to my shows, they have a lot going on.
Right.
They have all kind of different things. People on suspended life, people just got out of jail. So I always, if I can just take a little bit of that away and just take you to another place, and that's what my name name is.
And it
So,
makes you feel better too,
it
I'm
does.
sure.
That's what energizes me. That's what keeps me moving. That's why I do comedy. So when the whole pandemic happened, I was one of the first comedians to go out. And D-Ray and everybody was me like, you doing comedy? I was like, yeah, if they got to, this is my job. I'm not a nurse, I'm not a first responder, but if you got a stage and I can do it, I went to every comedy club and doing it. And so I just been blessed. And I just opened my own first Black-owned comedy club. I even turned my restaurant Stars in Baldwin to a full-fledged comedy club because we don't have that in Long Island. And I actually pay the comedians like they're supposed to be paid and give them the entire door, not these door deals where you get 70-30 and they take the entire bar and they make $50,000 off the bar and don't give you any proceeds or any liquor. So I make sure as an artist, I do that for my other artists. And then that turned in for me having my own show on NBC. So big shout out to Kevin Hart, executive produced my own show, Urban Eats and Treats, where I go around and I saw these Black businesses and minority-owned business. Because I say minority a lot because we all minorities, and if we say that word a lot, it engulfs us. We don't separate ourselves like I'm Black, you're white, I'm this, I'm that. We're just minorities.
We're about to be the majority.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Collectively, we become that. So Urban Eats and Treats was me just taking all my friends and going to all the restaurants that they used to go to and that they support in the hood and bringing awareness to this business. Like I took Shaq, he took me to his favorite restaurant, and Nick Cannon took me to his favorite restaurant, and it's chopping up and it's funny. So I did that, and they picked it up for a full season, 16 episodes, and they're gonna renew it for another season. It comes out in October. And if you look at what I'm doing now, I'm bringing the Fallback Comedy Gym. In the middle of a pandemic, I took all my friends and I'm taking them to the Barclays Center, and we in DC and Chicago, and it's, just making people laugh, and I make it reasonable for everybody to go. I keep my tickets like $30 so you can see me.
But you still got to be vaccinated.
DC Young Fly. That happened here, not in the rest of the cities.
In the Barclays, you got to be vaccinated.
You got to be vaccinated or show a
negative COVID test.
Not a negative, just show that you legally or doctors know saying why you can't, because a lot of people have the vaccination shot, but they can't get it because they're allergic to the medicines inside of it.
Right.
And a lot of because of religious reasons. So now they have to allow you to have that doctors know that thing from your religious reason, you can bring that now. So that's changing. So that's something positive that, because some people are just allergic to it. Right. And then, now I'm the comedy producer, the head comedy producer for the Nick Cannon show, writing all this stuff in the narratives for that. So
that's beautiful.
Give it up.
Beautiful.
Michael, Mike Heels.
Yes.
Just trying to keep, providing things and giving back. That's what I've been about this whole journey, is me giving back to everybody, because I've been so blessed to raise my daughter in this business, because we came to New York homeless. I'm from Chicago, so we was eating in the streets. My daughter saw the whole thing, giving out flyers. So I'm at a point now where it's whether health, whether it's mental, whether it's with my business, I try to continually give back to everything. And I bring my friends with me, and I make them like, listen, Lil Duval, we gonna do this show. I was like, I don't want that. We gonna do it. We all gonna do 10 minutes. We gonna do this show.
Why did you do his voice like that?
It's just, that's what I've been on.
That's great.
Floor stuff, right?
Floor stuff. Super Duval. Listen, I'm from Polk County. Don't get it twisted, but I love me some Duval. Shout out to Lil Duval.
Oh, you gonna see him, Duval, DC Young Fly, Brandon T. Jackson from Lottery Ticket, Spanky Hayes. I put over 13 comedians, and I put rappers on. I got Busta Rhymes, 2 Chainz, Rick Ross, all in one show.
That's dope.
So, it's just been me blessing and being able to bless people. Like, even if you look at the Wild Now tour, I started the entire tour. And that conversation came from Nick Cannon. Actually, we were sitting on stage and he was watching, I think it was Cat Williams, and he was like, I always wish I could sell out arenas. I was like, what, you Nick Cannon?
You can,
Cat Williams said, no, I don't sell out arenas. I was like, dude, that's what your dream is? You've looked out for me so much. You put me, I will create a platform for you to sell out arenas. I will create that. And 2 months later, I took it to Amazon Queens. I did it there, and we did 2 shows back to back. And the agents from ICM at the time, I was like, look, it could be a tour. And they told me, these people don't matter. Whoa. And I was like, what? And it was like, no, this is not a real audience. And I was like, but they paying people, they're hardworking people. This does not count. And that hurt me so bad. The next day I went and booked all the arenas. And so I started selling out arena after arena. In DC, I broke a record, and I did 2 shows in one night. I did 17,500 people at Capital One, and I did 12,000 at the Show Palace Arena in one night, and broke the record of having 2 shows in one night, FBI escort, just so I could have a record. I was number 2 on Polestar that year. So it's just been a blessing to be able to give it back to everybody.
I love that. Somebody tell you no, and you be like, all right, I'm going to show you
tell me
what
that.
I can tell you.
You can't tell me that. So once you told me that, it was arena after arena, sold out after that. I was like, you're never going to tell me the people in Amazon don't matter, because it started here.
And you probably made way more money than if you would have went through them.
Yeah. And then it turned into this 50-city tour and selling out arenas all across the country. And it took, I feel good to be able to take, part of Wild Now, which is an institution that's like, to me, Saturday Night Live. It's an institution where that's probably the only one left where a minority talent can actually evolve, and you look for the next Chris Rock and the next Kevin Hart and the next Rick Michaels.
Wild 'N Out has a lot of stars.
Yes.
It really
And
does.
you've been on it mad
Stars.
times.
And
I've been there one
talented.
time.
Oh, yes, we did it one
time. Yes. So listen, congratulations on all
Oh,
that.
thank you.
We love it. We try to come up here and talk to you about sex, and here you are inspiring.
No, we don't. That's hilarious. I need more to drink.
Water.
Give him some more water.
Yeah. So no, I just that's just my whole mission is like being. I've been so blessed, and I've been in really. I know we probably said, but I just been so blessed, and my whole mission since the COVID thing, I see in the mental health of people, and I see that when you look at the news, people are not in the right space, and I'm trying to do whatever I can to help heal that and bring whatever my platform is to soothe that and make people go back to normalcy, to make people feel and be enjoying life now.
But we love that you're leading by example too.
Yes.
And seeing how you've transformed yourself.
Yes.
So
Inside
It's all
and out,
God.
everything.
Without him, I wouldn't be none of this. And he put it on my heart, and I've been just running with it ever since.
Well, we thank y'all both so
Yes.
much for coming through. It is lip service. Gigi flew out here from Atlanta just to be with y'all.
I did.
Well, drove out here.
Well, I didn't drive from Atlanta.
Oh, you flew out and now you're
Philly.
driving back.
Drove from Philly.
I drove from Philly. I'm still here from the last round of episodes we did, and I'm homesick. I've never been this homesick in my life, but I'm going home tomorrow. So.
All right, new vagina.
New
Yes,
vagina.
new vagina.
Okay, girl. All right. Well, look. Cheers, Sevyn.
Cheers.
Congratulations
Yes,
to you. I'm so
congratulations.
happy for
I
you,
love
friend.
Thank
and I love you
fam.
so much.
I love you too. Thank you. And thank you, Gigi, for having us.
Yes, ma'am.
It's very nice to meet
Rip,
you.
tell
It's
us
a
that you
pleasure.
love us so we can just say
I
thank
love
you.
Right.
very much. I've
Thank
learned
you.
so
Thank
much
you.
from you ladies. You understand? I know, matter of fact, I'm in love. And I'm in love with the fact that she drove from Philly, got a new vagina over 192. You understand? And I love that she likes comfortable rides and comment. I'm telling you what I love about you, so you understand I was paying attention.
That
And
vagina
edibles
sitting.
and weed. You know what I'm saying?
Super sitting,
That part.
right?
Lip service.
Lip service.